शब्द बिना सारा जग अंधा, काटे कौन मोह का फंदा। शब्द बिना सारा जग अंधा, काटे कौन मोह का फंदा। शब्द बिना बिरथा सब तंदा, शब्द बिना बिरथा सब तंदा। शब्द बिना जीव बंधन बंधा, शब्द बिना जीव बंधन बंधा।
Welcome seekers to today's spiritual satsang, titled Soul Swapping. The following episode was recorded in a casual conversation with East Asia's main speaker. It's intended purely for information purposes. The context of this episode is in relation to a prophecy of an event that is supposed to happen on 21st September 2021. This recording was recorded before the event date. No, there are some prophecies circulating around that on September 21st, 2021, there will be about 1 million plus souls sent down from the Galactic Federation of Light, which are, of higher level of awareness or higher level of density beings, being sent down to Earth to swap with fellow humans. And as a result of this 1 million plus souls being swapped around with the existing souls that are residing in a human body, for those chosen ones, that will result in a, I would say, energy shift on Earth, and will alter the state of awareness and consciousness for the beings on Earth. And after 21st September 2021, there will be some change, hopefully positive change. What are your views on this?
Yes, I think it's possible for the higher entity to come to our planet. As we come down as the soul, right? We has been incarnate in different level of existence, and sometimes the consciousness or the awareness of the other planet can come and join the soul or that already incarnate as human here. To clarify about this, there's a big plan of the human evolution that already written down since the time in a memorial, and this can access by a high-level holy master or a perfect living master. They are aware of this. And in this Mahayuga, breathes out of the Kal Yuga or Dark Age since 2012. So that's why there's a lot of shifting, especially for better level of consciousness in this planet. So this also involves the Galactic Federation of Light that they take care of the lower sections of this shadow universe. So they issue the mission about the higher entity can have free will to come to this Earth planet around 1.25 million soul, and they especially chose the 21st of September to be the date. So one of the sister in Thailand ISTA group, she came and asked me about this information. Is that true or not? What has been circulating around in the internet. Then I just simply said to her, look, sister, this is not new thing. Everything is already pre-planned. Maybe yourself in another existence, as a higher entity will come and join you in this human form, and this happen to upgrade the consciousness of human being who is ready. But as they said that, it's going to be this year, this moment only, I don't think so, because for meditator, the people who meditating all the time and try to raise their consciousness, this event can happen daily or yearly or almost all the time. Because as humans, we are multi-dimensional beings. And sometimes the being from another dimension, which is also part of ourselves, come and join us in this human form. The purpose to come in this human form because human we can evolve very quickly within the time of 100 years compared to the existence that they can take many thousands years to upgrade their consciousness to the higher level. Because being human, there's a lot of challenge. As a perfect living master said that in this human world, we have suffering and happiness mixing in the right amount of 50 and 50%. So it's a good environment that we are here, and because we are here in the suffering and happiness. That's why we question about our existence, and we want to know the truth. Therefore, only human will become true seeker, and also will be granted with a true salvation, unlike other beings from another existence. They cannot doing this.
Okay. Still on the topic of this Galactic Federation of Light, they mention soul swapping. So I understand, like most of us spiritual practitioners, especially those that are listening on this channel, we are aware of the path of the masters or the Sun Mud path, or even for Kuan Yin practitioners like the path of the light and sound. So the concept of a soul being swapped, that somehow is, I would say, not really accurate, because the path of the masters dictates that a soul actually originates from your true home. A soul cannot be swapped. In fact, I think the only constant in creation is the soul. However, the coverings over the soul, for that matter, changes according to the life cycle of that creation. So what's your take on this soul swapping term that these people use?
Right, like you said, I don't think it's the correct word for them to use in this term. It's more of the, raising the consciousness to the next level and in tune with the true self. Our true self actually is from the soul, right? Soul cannot be swapped, but the consciousness or the mind can be upgraded to the quality that nearer to the soul. And because the soul empower the mind, and that's why it's the origin of the mind. And I don't think that, any entity can come and push the soul of the human out and replace with another soul. I don't think it's the correct concept. In the history, there's experiment of Russian scientists. They try to find, what is meditation do with your energy field, like so-called consciousness or biofield. So they make the experiment how meditation affects our consciousness. So actually, they said that when we think positively and in the meditation mode, it can raise the energy in every chakra of us, and it makes like shifting of energy to the next level, and the energy that projects from our body will be a finer energy. So from this, they said that there's existence of consciousness, but they term this as biofield because they use the tool to see the interactions of energy within the human body. But they said that as the meditator continue to meditate and raise the frequency, the more they raise the frequency to the next level, they believe that the consciousness or awareness also shifting to be in tune to the next level of energy as well. So therefore, the event of soul swap, I think it's like, a mass raising of consciousness event that happened in the particular time, because at that time, the energy of the whole lower section of universe is suitable to do that.
We have established that it's indeed the raising of consciousness or the vibration energy of a being to a higher level. So what happens? I'm just thinking aloud here. What happens if one of the initiates is chosen as one of the candidates to be soul swapped? Will Master protect us from this changing of consciousness, or are we even allowed to be soul swapped once initiated?
Right. So once we initiate, the Master take care of us. So the process of soul swap, once we be able to intervene by Galactic Federation, Master gonna do it inside us as inner Master will continue to instruct what to do and what not to do inside ourselves after initiation that happened in our life. So therefore, it won't really, happen in the timeline as Galactic Federation of Light doing it. For us, it can happen even daily, that we shifting our consciousness because we get the pull of love from inside, from the Master. And the way Master shifting our consciousness inside is even better than that one. Why? Because perfect living master can give us the true salvation out of this karmic realm, right? And the shifting of consciousness by the Galactic Federation of Light. They won't give any salvation. It's just to upgrade the awareness to be better, you know. And their mission is about the betterment of the lower section of this universe. But from the perfect living master point of view, they see the creation from God's point of view, right? So therefore, for them, there's no need to change anything to be better in this lower section of this universe. There's no need to intervene any activity here because this is karmic world. It's gonna be mixing with good or bad anyway. We can't have all good here. If it's all good here we'll call heaven. It won't be called as human world. So, you know, the teaching from the perfect living master tell us that we should live our life, you know, with the right attitude, with the best ability that we have, right? But at the same time, try to detach from this world, you know, and also attach ourselves to the love, to the pulling inside, the connection that Master given to us since the day of initiation.
On the topic of like the karmic effects, is there any karmic effects of, you know, being soul swapped? Does it mean that if you have a raised level of consciousness, somehow your karmic, I would say your karmic dues are also swapped, or does it remain the same and it only alters your consciousness? What is the effect of the karma in the event that you are being soul swapped?
Okay. In the event of soul swap, also called raising of the consciousness, then yes, some of the karmic consequences can be taken care of because the higher entity that come, they also come with the spiritual merit, and this spiritual merit can pay, you know, can pay off some of the debt, if I would say, you know. And it's like when we are in tune with the higher thinking, the higher awareness, you know, the memory or the connection to the lower awareness or lower consciousness will also be like cutting off from that. So in a way, they, you know, the sister that asked me these questions, she asked like, in this event, they mentioned about the deletion of the karma. Is that true? I said, in a way, it's right, but it's not gonna delete all of your karma. It's impossible. After many lifetimes, maybe thousands, millions, or even trillions lifetime of incarnation, how it is possible to delete all of that karmic consequences. I said, yes, it might, you know, like help with help taking care of some of the karmic consequences in short term, but in the long term it won't. Because these higher entities that come into our planet and come into the human form, they only the being of astral level or the being of the causal level. So they won't have the ability to delete all the karma because they still operate in the karmic realm just like us. They don't have any authority to delete all of the karma. The only one in the whole creation that be able to take care or so-called delete your karma is a perfect living master. Why? Because the perfect living master, they operate in every level of existence at the same time. And they are just like God themselves, and they have that kind of God authority and reincarnate here in this planet. So once a perfect living master give us initiation, accept us as their disciple, they will delete all of our collective karma, or so-called sinshit karma, from the previous incarnation, and also delete the karma in the future incarnation as well. So all the restore of the karma be taken care of by the perfect living master. And they only leave the destiny karma of this lifetime for us to take care of. So therefore, they lessen the burden of karmic consequences for us. And the only purpose and the only reason why they allow to do this, because the people who come to them, they are seeker of the truth. They seek the true salvation. They want to get out of this realm, of this karmic realm. And they don't want to be reborn again. And they want to know the higher truth above this karmic existence. So that's why God, the Almighty, or the totality of consciousness, grant them this gift of initiation. And when the initiation takes place, is the currency of liberation from this samsara, from this karmic existence that we experience now. But go back to the mission of the Galactic Federation of Light. They not mention anywhere about salvation. They not mention anywhere about liberation. All their task and their mission is to do about the betterment of this karmic world. As they believe that they have free will to intervene, to make this world better, to make this planet or human existence better. So, so you can see that whatever they said or whatever they focus on is still in this karmic realm, unlike the teaching of perfect living master to tell us that, you should focus on your salvation, save yourself, detach yourself from all the karmic activities.
That's it for today's satsang. Thank you, main speaker, for spending time with us for this satsang. If you want more information about Ista Asia, please go to www.istaasia.com. You may also subscribe to our newsletter or email us any inquiries you may have regarding spirituality. Thank you for listening.